Intro on.
Yeah, are we live? Yeah, we're live. We're live with the man, the one, the only, Luca AFC. Welcome to the reaction to the absolute craziest last game of 2022. Is this a sign of things to come? Our reaction, and our internet is all over the show like the football was. Luca, how are you? Welcome to my channel.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Just to let you know, people, normally you guys catch me and me doing match reactions as soon as the game finishes. Tonight, I haven't posted a match reaction, so tonight I've got the night off of the channel. So therefore, I'm on Arsenal Alex's channel tonight. So I thought I'll come on a different channel and obviously pass my thoughts onto another channel. But yeah, I'm good, man. And a great win for Arsenal.
Let's share the stream as well. As you can see, there's no people watching. So where is everyone?
Have you put tags in?
Yeah, I've put tags, loads of tags, loads. So it is. Everyone's going to come flooding in, I believe. But
let's hope so, man.
Man, nice shirt. Do you know what that shirt goes with the back?
It's from eBay, 35 quid. Invest.
That's a bargain. Forgive us, guys. We've both got a bit of coughs. We're, I don't know, when I was out and about, just to veer off topic, I feel like everyone is coughing. So if we cough tonight, it's not our fault. But I hope everyone's well. And that is a brilliant way to end 2022. 100%. And how have you recovered from that game, mate? Because I don't know where to start. I don't know where
to be honest, I couldn't believe it, right? Because as soon as I saw, the first half I had to listen to it on the radio because it kept freezing every single time, right? And then the second half, right? I caught the game and I watched it on Total Sportic, right? On the laptop. But I'll tell you what a performance. What a bloody performance. What a goal by Martin Odegaard, right? To me, we were absolutely, mate, that goal what he scored, right? I went to go back and watch it at half time because I missed it when it first went in, right? But for me, right, we were absolutely brilliant today, right? Saka scoring quickly away, mate, to score.
That was brilliant, mate. I was running home from doing some shopping. I screamed on the bus because I thought, okay, I'm going to miss 2 minutes. I'm not going to miss a goal. On the bus, and I'm like, yeah! I was like, absolutely, like, what a goal that was.
Mate, it was absolutely unreal. I couldn't believe it. Like, as soon as we went 2-0 up, I'm thinking, wow. Like, I expected us to be having a tough game today. I really, really expected that. But for me, mate, Odegaard for me was my man of the match, right? He was fantastic today. And for me, it was a good performance. When Thomas Partey went down, right, I thought he looked like he was injured.
I was petrified. I'm thinking,
mate, I was petrified. I when I went to go back and watch the injury, right, I was petrified. And for me, I was really, really, really nervous. So you understand? It's just, but I just feel, right, when Partey went down injured, I thought, here we go. We're gonna lose someone like a Partey, Mohamed El-Neni, and all that stuff might have to come on, right? But for me, he got away with it, and I started thinking, right, Arteta, take him off at half time, right? Because what if we would have took Partey off, right? Would that have ended 4-2? Would Brighton made a comeback? What would Fabio Vieira do in midfield? Would he get out muscled by Brighton?
We got complacent.
We did. I say ever since we were 3-0 up, right? That's where I started to feel like we switched off. We kind of pitchinated a little bit. So that's what I think it was.
So, but before we get into it, can you guys, if you haven't already done, I'll put Luca's channel in the link. Go subscribe. If for whatever reason you haven't, go subscribe to his channel. Smash the like button up. I was going to say we smashed Brighton, but the thing is, mate, did we smash Brighton? Because there's a reason they came back. They're a good team, and I think, you know what I mean. I think we were. I was getting worried because when that goal was offside, I was breathing a sigh of relief because I was thinking Newcastle Part 2. Remember the 4-4, mate?
Yeah,
Does
I
anyone in the
that
chat remember the 4-4?
Is there anyone in the chat?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Wow,
Yeah. Let's talk. Big up to Mike.
No, big up, Mike. Welcome to the chat. How are you? Happy New Year.
I hope you're well,
but
Mike.
No, for me,
welcome
mate,
to the
I
channel.
do remember. Look, I do remember that because for me, I started getting a bit worried because the second half.
Good evening, Cannon Folder. Hope you're well.
Big up, Cannon Folder, mate. But no, Martin Odegaard for me, right? When we took him off, I felt the game kind of went a little bit different. Like I know Brighton were missing a couple of key players, like McAllister, Moise Casido, Danny Welbeck, people like that, Webster. They missed up 4 or 5 good players, right? But for me, we kind of switched off. And if we want to go on and win the league this season, right, you can't be conceding goals like that, right?
Talking about winning the league, do you see Mudrik's Instagram post?
Yes, just now while I've looked.
Is he coming tomorrow? It looks like it's done, doesn't it?
Well, we're going to find out where this Arsenal side really are. And
if we're serious, we're going to see a new signing. Okay, it's New Year's Day. Monday, Tuesday, we're going to see.
But Alex, are we going to be signing a player?
In a shirt?
No one does not sign a player on the first day of January on a Sunday, right? Edu and them lot do not get business done on a Sunday.
Depends how serious you are, mate. Depends how serious you are. Why not?
And we're going to find out where this Arsenal side really are. And I keep saying this to people until people understand, right? We're going to find out where this Arsenal side really are because the next 3 games will define whether we're title contenders. I still don't think we're not title contenders just yet, right? And I don't care what people say. People might say, "Oh,
why?
Luca, why are you waffling?"
Do you know what?
No. I'm being serious, Alex, because I don't think we're not title contenders just yet. Because yes, we're 7 points clear of Man City, right? But the next 3 games: Newcastle at home on Tuesday,
massive.
Tottenham away, a ground where we've not won for 9 years, right? Manchester United at the Emirates. United are on good form.
Yeah.
Is it the perfect time to play Man United? And
well, they got lucky today, mate. They were lucky.
They did get lucky. They were lucky.
I thought that annoyed me because Wolves should have got at least a point out. What it is. You may disagree, but I know Michael probably disagrees.
The next 3 games. Look, no,
Happy New Year's,
but big up. But no, the next 3 years, the next 3 games, right, will define where this Arsenal side, if we're serious title can. I've got it all mixed up. The next 3 games, right, will define where we are as title contenders. Okay? I'm not Edu's biggest fan. The Cronkies are now have got to go. Look. The Cronkies are now have to back Mikel Arteta in the January transfer window. All right? Mudryk looks like he's going to get done. But for 85 mil, do you really want to pay that sort of money? 85 mil
that sort of money
for a winger like that? Mate, it could be between 70 to 85 mil. We had a £55 million bid rejected. Why don't you not go and get someone like Wilfried Zaha?
Yeah.
Premier League proven. Right? Yeah, he might be a bit old. Yes, he might.
Yeah. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're lagging a bit.
I don't know why it's lagging, man. I don't know what's going on. But we've had problems with our Wi-Fi the last few days. And Luca jumps on and...
Alex, that's why everyone is expecting me to do a match reaction so we can get loads of people watching on my
So
one.
what's the difference? Why? Okay, then. Thanks a lot, Luke. I mean...
anyway, talk about the game, yeah.
Arteta must control the game. We need to learn how to kill off...
Yeah, but that's something...
games. That's true, because
that's something where we lack. That is something where we lack, because at the end of the day, right, yes, we might have been 3-0 up before we conceded the 2. But you've got to keep going and going and going and going. Don't just sit back. One thing which really, really irritated me, and I don't want to be negative in this game.
Keep talking. Right? I'm just going to check.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Wi-Fi. You keep talking. I'm just going to go on.
Yeah, but one thing I will say is when we were 3-0 up, I don't like when we sit back and defend a little bit. I don't like when we sit back and defend, because for me, right, why do we have to sit back and defend at 3-0? Yes, teams might say, yeah, the game is done, we can relax, waste a bit of time. No, you go for that fourth goal. You go for the next goal. Okay, that's what you have to do. Okay, if you want to be title contenders, right, don't just sit back and defend. It doesn't work like that in football. But we've now got Newcastle next, which is going to be a massive game. Okay, they drew today. Manchester City drew today. It put pressure on us, thinking, right, you know what? We've got Brighton, right? We beat them 4-2. We slapped them 4-2, right? Not convinced thrash, but we beat them 4-2. Put 4 past them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the next fixtures, we've got Newcastle on Tuesday. Tough game. They drew today against Leeds, quite surprising, right?
Oh yeah, man. Do you know
But
what?
we're at the Emirates.
That
the
is
Emirates.
me. You know what, mate? That's what I'm happy about. We took advantage today. I'm really happy about that.
We did,
and that's brilliant. Big up the 9 people watching. Can we get that to at least 15? Come on, share it, guys. Happy New Year. By the way, before I just want to say Happy New Year to all my subscribers as well. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'm sorry I'm streaming as much as Luca, who is obviously you just got more time, haven't you, mate? And you just, yeah. So do go and check out his channel if for whatever reason you haven't.
Yeah, 100%.
So Happy New Year to everyone.
By the way, we are 2 away from 2.54k. So if we can get that by tonight, by Big Ben's clock ticks off, right, tonight in 4 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah, it would be nice if, guys, do subscribe to my channel as well, because I try and get to that 1.5k. I think I'm about 80 something away. So if for some reason 80 of you stumble across this stream, please do subscribe. Anyway, let's do this, mate, yeah? And then we're going to get up the lineup and look at and maybe do some player ratings.
Yeah, why not, mate? Yeah.
The last 10 to 15 minutes, Saka and Martinelli went missing. What do you think to that, mate?
For me,
what do you think?
I wouldn't say they were complete missing, but I do think maybe because we kind of switched off a little bit, like I just told you, and Saka and Martinelli missing for 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe they lacked a bit of fatigue. Maybe they were a bit tired. Brighton kind of took that advantage when we made the substitutions, when we took the likes of them lot off. And what do you think?
You've got to remember, these guys are young as well, which is more. Yeah, we are technically either the first or the second youngest team in the squad. And what worries me still is that bench, where he's right. Alex is right that we can't bring on like Jack Grealish or Riyad Mahrez or I don't know, or Phil Foden. We can't do that. We can't bring on. It's that, we're bringing on Mohamed El Neni for Partey, and that's what worries me. So he should have brought they are our best. I mean, who do you think is our best player, mate?
Our best player overall has to be Martinelli. Has to be Martinelli, because for me, he's been so important, and that's why I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm so glad that Brazil got knocked out of the quarterfinals of the World Cup, because for me, if they would have got to the final and won it, Martinelli would have just come back for this game. Who knows? He wouldn't have scored against West Ham, where we made it 2-1. Despite when we say that again.
Mm-hmm. So for you, who's going to be the better player?
For me, it's got to be Saka's the better player overall, but on current form, it's Martinelli, because Martinelli's been scoring. He scored against West Ham. He scored tonight, and I'm sure he's going to score again. And I'm surprised Eddie Nketiah has now scored 2 in 2 games. I couldn't believe it.
And I was there. I was there at his debut, mate.
Yeah, you were. 2017 against Norwich. But no, I can't believe Eddie Nketiah. Yet again. And this is what I would have said if I did my match reaction tonight. I would have said, right, I'm not Eddie Nketiah's biggest fan, but yet again, I will give him credit. I will give him. He played really well, and he got a goal. That's giving him confidence now, right? Going into that Newcastle
you know what?
game,
We want him to do well, mate. We want him. Yeah, we want him to do well.
We do. We want him to do well. I'm not his biggest fan, but for me, I will give him credit due that he has scored now 2 in 2, and that's for me, right? Eddie Nketiah has now scored against West Ham, important goal, and now he scored against tonight against a very good Brighton side. Missed a couple of key players, right? That is going to give him not just that; it's going to give him confidence going into the Newcastle game, Tottenham game, and the Manchester United game.
Yeah, and I think you got to remember Gabriel Jesus wasn't scoring, mate. So in a way, Eddie's doing better than Jesus was since he got injured. Is that in terms of scoring, not build up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. Before I read Cannon Folder's comment out, right, he makes a good point. Gabriel Jesus, before the World Cup, he says, I'm not surprised, Luca, with Eddie Nketiah, he will score more goals than Gabriel Jesus, just give him time. Time will tell, right, Cannon Folder. Look, I understand where you're coming from, right, about that. Yes, he has scored now 2 in 2, but he was in this position last season. And we were chasing for top 4 last season. Yes, we kind of pitched ahead at the end of the season. But can Nketiah not repeat that again? But can Nketiah take us to a league title by coming up in May?
No, Matt, listen. We need a striker. Me and you know that.
We do need a striker. We do need a striker.
Because we're not even halfway through the season.
No. And tomorrow is 2023, right? So, it's another year. It's another new era.
So that's 16 games played.
Yeah, another 22 games to go.
I think.
Yeah. We're on 43 points. To win the league, you need at least 87 points, right? To win the title, right? We ain't going to win all those 22 games. We're going to lose some games down the road, right? I get that. To win the league, you only have to lose at least 3 or 4 games to win the title. At least minimum 3 games, you have to win the league. Because we've seen teams in the past, back in the early 2000s, teams have only lost 2-3 games a season and gone to win the league, right? We've even seen it with 4 or 5 games lost, but other teams have
technically the game.
Yeah,
but you know, and the game we lost, we shouldn't have lost against Man United because one goal wasn't actually. It was incorrectly ruled offside. The FA admitted it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But
did you
see that? But the only thing what went wrong at Old Trafford, we don't win at Old Trafford, right? Yes, we've only won twice there since 2006 and 2020 was the only 2 times we've won there, right? Twice in like 16, 17 years we've won there, right? But for me, that we didn't have Thomas Partey in that game, right? And that's why we got caught out by the likes of Sammy Lokonga, because we don't really have good backup. Yes, Mohamed El Neni can do a good job, right? We've won at Old Trafford with Mohamed El Neni, right? In 2020. So without Thomas Partey in that midfield and Granit Xhaka, we ain't got anyone. And this is why it's why do you bring someone like a Tielemans in the January transfer window? He's more likely going to be. But why? If you want someone like a Tielemans, go and get it now. Why do you have to wait until the summer? Yes, it might make sense to get him in the summer because he's a free agent.
The future is now.
Yeah, the future is now. Yeah, the future is now. Don't put it in the past, present. It's the future tense. Why do you have to wait 6 months down the bottom line to go and get someone like a Tielemans? Where for me, if we're crying out for a midfielder, yes, Tielemans is not a defensive midfielder. He's a box-to-box midfielder, right? But there's not really any other targets you can go and get. Bring someone like a Tielemans. You put and and don't forget, this is where we're more used to be playing once a week, but we're forgetting that Europa League's going to come. soon as that clock hits midnight tonight, January, next month, 2 months' time, the Europa League starts, right?
Are you worried?
If we don't get anyone in January, right, we can start.
I think we'll 3 players.
You think we'll sign
sign
players?
3 players.
What?
Yeah, we will.
You're that confident?
Yeah,
oh
they
God,
know.
Mate, where is your mentality?
Why. I don't know.
You really think we're going to sign 3? I think we're just going to sign Mudryk. And I'm not saying it.
No, João Felix.
I'm not. You really think we're going to get? You really think we're going to get him on loan? You really think we're going to Atletico Madrid are going to accept the loan deal? If we can get a João Felix on loan to the end of the season, people don't rate João Felix, right? Hold on, sorry, man. But people don't rate João Felix, right? But he wouldn't be. I think he's all right, right? I don't watch a lot of La Liga football, right, as I used to. But for me, right, if we would have got a João Felix on loan to the end of the season, he's not really a mainly centre forward, but he can play there. He's more of a link-up player like Gabriel Jesus, right? But he actually wouldn't be a bad option where you could drop. But saying that, why would Arteta want to go and get João Felix where Eddie Nketiah has now scored in 2 games? Is that going to knock his confidence down?
Yeah, but mate, so what? We've got FA Cup, we've got Europa League. We need, and it's not enough. Eddie Nketiah is not enough. Coming
thick and fast.
You know what I mean?
Look, I want a striker.
No,
I want a striker. My number 1 striker is the Juventus guy, Dusan Vlahovic. But Manchester United are sniffing on him, right? They're really that serious of getting someone like that. Well, we're looking at João Felix. If we can get a Mudryk, a Felix, perhaps maybe someone like a Tielemans, would you say it's a good transfer window for Arsenal?
We can go for the title.
Because if Partey gets injured, it would be a good transfer window. Because if Partey gets injured, you've got Tielemans and Xhaka playing in a double pivot. You've got Mohamed Elneny, Lokonga, and Vieira on the bench, plus Smith Rowe coming back. I know he doesn't play in that position, but still, you've got him coming back, right? He's back in full training now, which he'll probably feature the Oxford game on the 9th of January, right? So, and then you bring in Mudryk.
Is that on the 9th? Is that next weekend?
Next Monday.
Is that away or home?
Away to Oxford.
The Oxford game. Is that the Oxford game? Is it away or home?
The Oxford game's away. It's in Oxford.
It's home.
No, we're away.
Are you going?
I can't, mate. I'm back at work that day, mate.
Yeah. Are you going to the game?
Well, Oxford.
Yeah.
I've got to work in the evening.
A million.
I couldn't catch that because you're lagging. A million.
All right. So yeah, let me just. What do you think? Can you read this name? Odegaard is the best player.
Arsenal have. Not forever.
I'm not going to pronounce his name. I'm not going to pronounce his name or her name because I might get
Martin Gibraltar. Martin Gibraltar, right? Right. As Lee Gunner says, right. Martin Odegaard for me is not the best player of all time, but however, he's a really good player, and for me, Real Madrid are looking at him, but he ain't going to go Real Madrid.
Okay. Big up the 10 people watching. What's that?
He ain't going to go Real Madrid.
What did you say?
He ain't going to go to Real Madrid. I said Martin Odegaard.
No, he's staying. Mate, he's the man. He's like, right, let me speak for... Sorry. Odegaard at Arsenal right now is the man. You know what I mean? He is on cloud 9. He's, you know what I mean? He is King Dingaling. Sorry. You know what I mean? He is just like...
Yes, he is.
He's the captain of Real Madrid, is he? He's not going to be the captain of Real Madrid. He's not.
No, he ain't going to be.
Let's just do a few comments, mate.
Do you think... but do you think Martin...
Luca, how many like...
Your lag is very bad. How many?
Yeah. 7 likes. You guys having a laugh? Are you guys
8 likes now.
having a laugh? Like, please. Come on, man. Come on. I'm going to have to move my Wi-Fi into this room, I think. I'm going to have to move it into this room, you know. But I have a problem with the Wi-Fi. You come on my show, and a problem with the Wi-Fi. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, every time when I do a stream,
I haven't had.
I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, but every time when I go live, my laptop sometimes freezes.
Yeah.
My laptop bloody freezes sometimes.
But I haven't had a problem with my Wi-Fi. I don't know, for a long time. I'm really, really sorry.
You got.
It is very windy here, mate. Here, Luca. Here is really, really windy. It's gale force winds, rain, everything. So I don't know. My area is probably different from yours. Have you got wind up there? Is it windy up there?
We have a little bit. It's a little bit.
It's absolutely battering my windows.
It is.
It's going crazy. But yeah. Anyway, back to the game. So, right. Let's just do a few comments, and then we're going to have a look at the lineup. Where do you stand on Mudryk? What's your thoughts on that?
For me and True Guna had a very good conversation about this, right?
Yeah. Big up, Noel. Well, thanks for tuning in, man.
And for me, right, look, I wouldn't mind bringing someone like a Mudryk if we can get him for the 60, 70 million, right? Because that wouldn't be bad. 65 at minimum. But if we've just had a 55 million pound bid rejected, then why are Shakhtar Donetsk offering 85 million? You cannot. Why would you go out and pay 85 million for a kid, right, that is 21 years of age? People saying, oh, yeah, he's the next Neymar and all that stuff, right?
Mate, did you hear what the Brighton coach said about him?
Yeah, that could be the next future Ballon d'Or award. Do you really think he's going to be the next future one? Mate, you really think he's going to be the next future player? You've got Mbappe up there. You've got Haaland up there.
Yeah.
Haaland is scoring every week.
Mate,
you really think he's going to be up there with them? Ronaldo is playing in his new Saudi Arabian club. Yeah, go on.
Let me just talk a second about Haaland, mate. Can I just say something? I think Haaland going to Man City was a mistake by Man City. Can I explain why?
What?
No. Look, now all they're wanting to do is get it to him. He's a brilliant striker, but Man City have always been about the false nine, right? You know what I mean? Right. So they would have maybe 10 goals from Silva, 11 goals from 8 from De Bruyne, and then maybe 9 or 10 from Foden. They're just worried about getting into Erling Haaland, and they're just playing one. They're kind of more one-dimensional. Let me try and explain this right, but they're not the same, and I think this is a perfect opportunity because Man City usually are goals from here. Now it's just Haaland. I know that's not a bad thing but you see what I mean?
Yeah, but
you don't understand what I mean, do you?
Yeah, but Man City won the league without Haaland. Ali.
That's my point. But they had goals coming left, right, and centre.
They've got squad depth. We haven't got squad depth.
No, but Man City seem to be playing a different way. Maybe they're not as on form as when last season, mate. You know what I mean?
So what you're trying to say is you take Haaland out of that team, but Man City are not on current form. That dominant great form.
I think if you take Man City out of that, if you take Haaland out of Man City, I think Man City will go back to playing like they were last season. You see what I mean? Which is goals coming from absolutely everywhere. Yeah. I was just thinking about it before I come in on the stream.
But Haaland scored today when no one expected Everton to get a point before we kicked off, right?
Only Haaland. You're not getting. You know what I mean? It's just Haaland scoring for Man City. kind of. I know there's no one else is smashing.
Yeah, of course, because Haaland. I know Haaland. Yeah, of course. You take Haaland out of the equation for this season, where would Man City be in the league? I'm assuming yes, they'll be in the top 4, but would they be challenging with us because we're 7 points clear of them at the moment? Look, I get where you're coming from, but for me, right, where I stand, right, in my circumstances, right, Haaland is scoring every week, but he's doing it by himself. Yes, other players like Kevin De Bruyne and all them lot are grabbing the assists, right? You go through all Manchester City's fixtures after this stream, and you work out how many goals Haaland has scored, right? He scores pretty much nearly every week. And if we're going to be top of the league by we play Man City by February, hopefully, touch wood, we get some signings in by January. Touch wood, that Kroenke and Edu and all them lot prove me wrong, right? And I act positivity and go and get someone like a João Felix or someone good. Then we go by that Man City game. We sit top of the league, 5 points clear, right? Or 7 points clear. We go into that game thinking you beat City twice, or you get 4 points, or win one of them. You could win the league until the end of the season. So that's what we got to do. And Jesus could be available for that. Look, I'm not thinking about title contenders yet. I'm taking it one game at a time. We're top of the league at the moment. Yeah. We're playing the best football in the league. We're 7 points clear.
First in so many ways.
But this what really baffles me, right? And I'm not saying it, and I'm not being offensive or anything like that. What I'm saying is that Luca, people come out and say to me outside of you, say, Luca, how can you not title contenders? Luca, you should be happy. We're 7 points clear. Why are you negative about Arsenal? Look, it's not just that. The reason why I don't clarify us as title contenders until I see we're top of the league by February, March, right?
Let's just go through the lineup as well, mate.
Yeah, let's talk about the lineup.
Yeah, let's talk about it because Ramsdale, how do you think? I'll give my opinion, then you give yours. Is that all right?
Yeah, you do yours first. It's your channel, man.
I thought he was a bit iffy today, mate.
That's what
I didn't think he had a particularly good game. He seemed to be holding his hamstring a bit in the first half. Is that a reason why he shipped 2 goals, do you think? But I think he had a bit of a shaky game. And if I was to give him a rating, I'd probably give him a 6. What do you think?
For me,
I didn't think he was good today. Yeah, anyway.
I give Ramsdale a 6. I just think at times when we conceded those 2 goals, I think at times, yes, it was a good performance, but for me, the defense was a little bit lackstyle. It was a bit shaky, and I feel Ramsdale was a little bit under pressured when he looked very, very nervous. When that 3rd goal went in and we got away with it, that's where I do think Ramsdale's distribution went a little bit untouched today.
So, guys, put your player rating in the chat as well. And if you agree with me and Luca, great. If not, it's just our opinion, all right?
For me, look,
me and Luca are going for a 6 for Ramsdale.
I'm going for 6 for Ramsdale. And everybody, please go and subscribe to Arsenal Alex, right? Right? We've got plenty of content coming out on my channel and his channel and all that stuff. We're starting a new show next Friday on my channel, and I'll mention it at the end. So
yeah, we'll talk about that after the player ratings or show.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ben White, I thought was fantastic, in my opinion. I thought his runs, his overlapping, he's there. If Saka needs someone to overlap, so if he's there, he let me just say, sorry, mate.
Yeah, right.
He wanted to show Brighton why a regret for selling him, and today I think he did. He was doing good crosses, good overlap, good defensive positioning, and I thought he was fantastic. I give him an 8 out of 10. I thought no problems with him today. What do you think?
Sorry, man. for me, this is what I mentioned when I had the Brighton fan coming on my channel last night on my preview. I said, right, I said when Brighton sold Ben White for 50 mil last year, 2021. Well, 2 years basically now, right? When we put him as a centre half, right? People used to call him Ben Shite, Seaside Mustafi, and all that stuff, right?
Well, I think he's
when he was put as a centre half, I gave Ben White a massive criticism. I wasn't his biggest fan, right? But what I can recall is what I really like about Ben White this season is his attitude has changed. He's actually showing very, very good philosophy. He's got a very good mentality, right? And never mind what happened during the World Cup, right? With Southgate, because Southgate's an idiot, right? But for me, Ben White, right? Ever since Tomiyasu came with injured this season, ever since Tomiyasu got injured, that Crystal Palace game, Ben White put Wilfried Zaha at the start of the season in August, right? He put Zaha in that pocket, right? And I mentioned this in my match reaction, like at the start of the season. I said, I thought Ben White had an all right game.
What you give him out of 10, mate?
For me, I'll give him an 8. I think he was fantastic today. I think this is what I really like about Ben. This is what I like about Ben White. He's more calm. He's in a new position. Arteta's actually putting him in the system. And ever since when he came off, I do think the game kind of changed a little bit. And look, I'm not getting into Tomiyasu, right? Tomiyasu for me.
What? You made a great point, mate. Do you think when we did the double sub for our wing backs, that just invited Brighton on?
Yeah, I do. I do think it did actually invite Brighton to play a bit of a part of the play in the game, because when Tomiyasu came on, I like Tomiyasu. I think we've got very good right back cover this season, and now Ben White's pretty much right back now, right? So when Tomiyasu came in, I do think let's see how he performs.
I think defensively we have got strength in depth now.
Yeah, I think we're good, and we're bringing in a Frankfurt defender at the end of the season called Evan Ndicka. Apparently, he's meant to be good at the end of the season.
Never heard of him.
I've never heard of him. If you guys watch German football, then you lot are genius.
Someone's got 20 screens of him. Know when he was born. I knew what he was doing 3 weeks ago, and
but for me, it's
he ate for his dinner this morning.
But for me, it's a centre back that's actually coming from Gabriel, and that's what I like about Mikel Arteta. But for me, defence, we actually look very, very solid at the back. We've got Zinchenko, who came in the summer, right? And he's coming for Kieran Tierney.
Big up, Del Boy. Hope you're good, mate. Welcome to the chat.
Hello, Del Boy, mate.
Go and subscribe to him. Great YouTuber. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go on to Saliba, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
Saliba. Yeah.
I'm slightly concerned because he was at fault. Was it for the first goal? Second? I have to remember. Sorry, I'm just trying to play it back in my head. He's a bit that's 2 clangers he's made in a row, right? Was it the second goal or the first goal he's at fault for? The teenage, it was the teenager who come on and he just done him, and it was the first goal. I'm getting a bit worried, mate. I think this break has come at the worst time for Saliba. He didn't play a lot of football. I know he recovered against West Ham, but I think that was a bad mistake. We're lucky it didn't cost us, but if this is Manchester United or Man City, it probably will cost us. So he needs to fix up. I mean, he's still only young. He's done really, really well, but I don't think he was our best centre-back today. And I think he's a bit shaky at times. No, he made a bad mistake. He was okay, but that's a high-profile error, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that kid has just come on. I don't think he's ever really started for Brighton before, and he's just bullied him. And I'm going to give him. I'll be generous and give him a 7, but I'm debating and giving him a 6. What do you think of Saliba?
I'm shocked.
That's what I think, but yeah.
In my opinion.
Luke, either. What do you think of Saliba, mate?
God, what's happened here? Hello, Saliba. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Connection went a little bit off. But no, as I was saying, with Saliba, right? Why do you think he didn't have a bad game? Yes, I do. Yes, I do think at times towards the end, I do think it was his fault on the second what we conceded. But look, I love Saliba. I think
me too.
I think he's our best defender in the league. like one of the best defenders in the league, and I do
Yeah.
think Saliba's our best player. But I wouldn't say he had a brilliant performance. I wouldn't say he was bad, but I do think that second half maybe he could have stepped up a little bit. It wasn't. I do think it was his fault conceded. Saliba, I'm going to give him 6.5.
Yeah, I'm going to change it to a 6.
6.
Gabriel. Again, why did he get booked? Can someone tell me in the chat why he even got booked?
That's what I don't get, man.
And when he was better, I think he was. I don't know. He was leading. He was talking. He was commanding, and I thought he held his line well. Again, but he's helped concede 2 goals. But he was all right. I think I'll give him a 6. What about you?
Give him a 6.
Maybe a 7. Let's go 7.
I'll give him a 7. For me, I thought Gabriel, yes, the yellow card, I didn't quite actually understand why he got a yellow card. But I'll have to go back and watch it tonight. I think he was all right. I think he was solid. I think he was the much defended today than William Saliba. Like, I'll give him a 7.
Okay. And then Zinchenko, I think he was all right. He's good at switching. I know why he's in the team, because he's good at covering that midfield, or being that defender, or multiple positions. That's why he's in the team.
Yeah.
I thought he was solid, but again, he's part of a defense that conceded 2 goals. I'll give him a 6. I prefer Tierney over Zinchenko. I think he's a better defender.
So do I. Look for me. Look,
back. I don't know why.
For me, right? Kieran Tierney, when he's really on it and when he's super fit, he's the better defender than Zinchenko. That's why we've got 2 very good left backs, right? And that's very good for cover depth.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got FA Cup starting next weekend and we've got Europa League coming up in a month or 2, right?
Yeah.
Look, I thought today, and I said this in my preview yesterday, right, on my channel, right, yesterday, I said start with Zinchenko in this game because we've got Newcastle on Tuesday. Games are coming thick and fast now, right? And we've got to obviously do squad rotation because we've got Newcastle and then we've got the FA Cup with Oxford next week before Tottenham and Manchester United at the end of the month. So I think on Tuesday, I'll start with Kieran Tierney against Newcastle because... not to disrespect Zinchenko, I think, of course, Zinchenko is a title winner with Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, that's why he's there, mate. He's there.
And he's got that Premier League experience because he's a title winner. And you need that kind of experience from winning a title league from last season. But look, what did you think of Zinchenko's performance today?
Like I say, I'll give him a 6. I think he was solid. I think he held the line well. I think he's there for that experience. He rallies the troops.
He does.
Again, mate, he's part of a defence.
He is, and he's a part of a defensive unit, and that's something where we've actually cried out for a very long time. When's the last time we had 2 very good backup left backs?
Let's move on to the midfield. I think let's go with Partey. I think, man, I love watching this guy. I think he's solid. He just breaks up the play. I think he's the general in the middle. He can, I think midfield, when when you can't really see them, I think they do well. I think he was solid. I think he was better than Xhaka, in my opinion. I'll give him a 6. And you, Partey?
For me, I give Thomas Partey a 6. I give Thomas Partey a 6 because I don't know what to say. It's really difficult to say.
Please put your player ratings in the chat.
Guys, come on, man. Put your player ratings.
Come on, man. Let's get you involved as well.
Get you involved. It's not just about only us 2. You guys need to turn the notifications on. I said it's every single time.
Yeah, that's what I need to tell you.
I'm not trying to beg. I'm trying to help people out. But yeah.
Anyway.
But I don't know what to say about Partey. I'll give Partey maybe a 6. I thought he was all right. I thought he done a decent job. Nothing spectacular. I'll give him a 6.
Granit Xhaka? You go with Xhaka, and then I'll give my opinion.
Granit Xhaka.
Is it me, or he's slightly not the same since back from the World Cup? Is he? He's not hit the dizzy heights as the first 10.
It's gonna take time for a player coming back from the World Cup. Switzerland, of course, got to What round did they get to in the World Cup? I can't even remember the top of my head. But no, look, it wasn't even that far. But I think players like Granit Xhaka are going to take time to come back from a month's break. We had 6 weeks off, remember, right? Don't forget that. And we just come back last week on Boxing Day, right? About a week ago, right? So for me, right, I think Xhaka, for me, I wouldn't say he's not been the same player as he was, because I think Xhaka has probably been one of our fantastic midfielders this season. Despite over the years, Wenger signed Granit Xhaka, Unai Emery wanted Xhaka out. Xhaka was close to going to a German club, Hertha Berlin. Right, Mikel Arteta came in. We all criticised during the lockdown period that Xhaka had to go, made the mistakes, the red card, Palace, Burnley. Xhaka's come in as a complete different player, and he's transformed, and he's actually looked a very, very good player now. For tonight, I give him a 6. I think.
Yeah,
I just think
he wasn't as good as who we're going to come.
He wasn't as good as he was.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he didn't do anything. Did he get booked? No, he didn't get booked.
I can't remember, to be honest.
I don't think he got booked. That's always a plus with Xhaka. He's not. You know what? He's not getting as forward as much as he was before.
That's the thing.
Yeah, he's not as.
Look, I'm not going to criticize.
I know we're playing Brighton. Listen, we're playing Brighton away. It's a hard game.
Yeah,
that's not an easy game at all.
Look, for me, look. For me, I'm not going to criticize Granit Xhaka. I love Xhaka this season, Alex. Right, and I'm saying this on your channel tonight. And for me, right, look, I do think in some parts of the game today, I do think he didn't really get involved and get forward a little bit. He sat back a little bit. He done what he had to do. That's what his defensive duties is. And what really frustrated me in that game was why did he not get forward, play through the deep line, and why did he not get forward quite hard enough as he's been doing this season? You're gonna have to get forward because we've got Tottenham and Manchester United coming up, yeah. And Manchester United are on good form at the moment, right?
Let's get to my man in a match.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give him my man in a match, and I'm warming to him. And Odegaard I was not his biggest fan at all. He's playing that pass for Martinelli's goal was, wow. That for me is man of the match. I mean, Martinelli still had a lot to do. The keeper was maybe a bit sad, but I'm giving him a 9 out of 10, mate. I thought he was incredible. Let me and there was a moment also in the first half. He sort of nutmegged about 3 players in the penalty spot, and he passed it. Was it to Martinelli? Remember?
Yes.
And if that had gone in, probably would be goal of the season. So I'm
giving.
To be honest,
I think Martin Odegaard was fantastic. It's what game was it? I mentioned it. Oh God, West Ham. It was on my match reaction on Boxing Day when Martin Odegaard was absolutely unreal in that game, and he was unreal today. This guy, right. When we got Martin Odegaard on a season-long loan, I think it was last season or the season before, we all thought, is this another thing? Dani Ceballos 2.0 from Real Madrid. Not going to be the same player. But for me, Martin Odegaard has now come a complex, has shown as a different player. And he's a fan's favourite. He is a fan's favourite. Everyone I see puts a Martin Odegaard shirt on a match day, right? He is a fan's favourite. And this guy, remember we were crying out when we had Santi Cazorla, Cesc Fabregas, all these players back in the day, right? We were crying out for midfield. We were crying out mid, and now we have
what's your rating? What are you giving him?
Odegaard?
Yeah.
9. I thought he was fantastic. Man in the match. I thought he was unreal today. Like for me, that goal what he scored to put us 2-0 up at half time.
Do you think he made it? Do you think he meant it to kick it in? He kicked it in the ground, right?
No, he didn't. You go back and watch it. Go back and watch it right now. And for me,
did he? Right, it didn't take a deflection, did it?
No, it didn't. Go back and watch
the game. He kicked it into the ground on purpose to loop over all the players. I'm pretty sure. Am I right?
Yeah, he did. What Martin Odegaard did was he didn't deliberately to do it, right? And for me, mate, I'm not complaining, mate. If he didn't deliberately to do it, he got us a second goal. I'm not complaining. Otherwise, we would have won 3-2, and that would have been a different conversation we would have talked about with the scoreline. So I'm not complaining, man. He scored.
Yeah.
What can I say? And this guy is looking very, very, very good. And when's the last time we've cried out for midfielders scoring? Because I still think we need a midfielder to back up the Thomas Partey. We know that we need that, right? Partey's is our Vieira, okay? But we need another midfielder that is very good to compete, like we've got with left backs with Zinchenko and Tierney, right? We've got Saliba and Gabriel and White, right? Saliba's one of the best centre backs in the league with Van Dijk and all that. So, and Laporte.
Van Dijk's still better. Sorry, mate.
Van Dijk is better than Saliba. We know that. I don't want these.
It's early.
I don't want these Arteta sexuals, right, saying to me, right, oh Luca, Saliba's better. We're top of the league. It doesn't matter about what position you are in the top of the league.
Let me talk about Saka.
Anyway, let's move on about Saka. I'll talk about that another day.
Brilliant performance. This boy, star boy. Fantastic goal. Do you know what I liked about it? That goal. He anticipated it. He anticipated that the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Because the goalkeeper spilled it out.
He did.
Yeah. And he knew there to go and to be that sharp with a minute in. Fantastic. Runs, tracking back, helping Ben White. Brilliant passing, brilliant overplay. Should have maybe had 2. Could have scored 2. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Another brilliant performance from Star.
I think Saka was a good star boy. He's a star man playing on the right. His name is Bukayo Saka, and he's fucking dynamite.
Is that your song? Is that a new song?
No, I just made it up just now.
Carry on. No.
He's a star man playing on the right. His name is Bukayo Saka, and he's fucking dynamite. That should be a song, mate. Trend that right now.
You heard it first.
Trend it, and it might help the channel grow. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Saka for me was fantastic today. His goal, what he scored, right, was really, really good.
You see what I mean, though, by the anticipation?
Yeah, the anticipation, the way he took that.
Yeah. It was, for me, it was being in the right place.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's what he's capable of doing.
His brain, for a 20-year-old, is like he's 30.
But why did he not do that against France?
He could. Well, that's another.
That's another video. It's like last week. If you go and watch his interview against West Ham, the commentators were talking about England. He didn't really want to talk about England. He was focused on Arsenal because he knows deep down that international football is shit. But no, I'll give Saka.
How are you giving Saka?
8.
8. Guys, if you haven't already done, please smash the like button. We've only got 14 likes. Can we please get that up to 20? So before we move on to Martinelli, I want to see that. Please, come on, man.
Keep sharing it. It can be done.
It can be done. And if you haven't already done, subscribe to Luca. His channel is in the link. Go and click it now. Subscribe. Get him to, what are you aiming for? 2 point.
We are aiming for 2.54. We are now 1 away from 2.54.
So someone's just subscribed to you?
Yes.
So there we go. So subscribe to me, subscribe to Luca, and let's talk about Gabriel Martinelli, who we both absolutely love. Well, I do. And I think, as much as good Saka is, when I watch Martinelli, I'm like this. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like off the edge of my seat. Like, what's he going to do now? And that boy, man, young man, he's phenomenal. He scares the shit out of defenders. He doesn't care who you are. That's what I love about him. He couldn't care what the defense, and he will give people nightmares. Brilliant goal. I know that maybe the keeper should have done better. Worked his nuts off as usual. Never afraid to get go in there and take a challenge. That's what I love about him. He's never scared to get hurt. 8 out of 10, mate. And he was brilliant.
Yeah, I give Martinelli 8 out of 10. I think him scoring today was absolutely fantastic.
Sorry, guys.
Was fantastic goal, great finish. And Martinelli for me, as I said, he's been probably one of our best players out between him and Saka. I know Saka's probably the ideal player, but Martinelli, this guy is just unreal. I think Martinelli kind of reminds you of Alexis Sanchez a little bit.
Yeah.
And Martinelli for me, has he officially signed the contract?
I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate. But
because if he hasn't, we need to tie this guy down. We've seen in it because people are going to be looking at him in the summer. Remember, Manchester United, right?
It's not official. Has it been put on Arsenal.com? I haven't seen it, guys.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't. But there's been rumours that apparently he's going to sign a new
deal. Leave it in the chat. Have you seen it?
200 grand a week.
Yeah.
There's rumours
before we do some more comments, what's your rating for Martinelli?
8.
Yeah.
8.
Let's do Eddie Nketiah. Sorry, guys. We'll do some comments. Eddie Nketiah, call me. This guy has got credit. He's got cash. He's got crypto. He's got everything in the bank. He's topped up for 2023, 2-2. He's shutting us up. He's taking that number 14 on the back of his shoulders. That 100 grand a week, he knows he needs to perform. And I thought that was a great poacher's goal. Again, right place, right time. I think he should have scored twice. I thought he worked really, really hard. Very glad. Listen, I'm not his biggest fan, but I want him to score. And if we're going to have any hope of winning the league, he has to score regularly. And I'll give him a 7. Was veering on an 8. He quietly got about. I'll give him a 7.5. What do you think of Nketiah, mate?
7.5. I think I'll give him. You know what? I'm going to give him an 8.
Why?
I'm going to give him an 8. You know why? Because I'm not his biggest fan. And hear this out, people. Right. If Steven's watching, or if anyone's watching, right? Tony Claude, anyone like that, Melina, right? Hear this out right now, right? I'm giving him an 8 because the reason why he got the goal, right? He played well today. And for me, I'm giving him an 8. I'm giving him an 8. He got his goal. If he didn't get his goal and didn't play well, I would have given him a 5 or 6.
So you're giving him an 8?
I'm giving him an 8. I thought you'd done all right.
Right. Before we go on to the subs and the manager, let's just do a few more comments, mate. Big up, Chris. Just want to say Happy New Year to you. And again, Happy New Year to all of you.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. Niall says Thomas Partey is a monster beast spell for Arsenal by far this season and staying injury free for once. I agree. Odegaard man of the match. That pass goal, exactly, mate, was sublime. Just something else. And the icing on the cake. Saka did what he does best, scoring in the first minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martinelli. Eddie 2-2. Yep. Big up, Colin. I hope you're well. Hello, Colin. Paul. Hope you're well, mate.
All right, mate, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, share the channel if you can. That would be brilliant. And Colin says man of the match, Odegaard, and I think a lot of people, and I think that's a foregone conclusion. Did you say Odegaard man of the match?
Odegaard, my man of the match, because I think Martin Odegaard was absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Because I thought he was unreal today. His goal, what he scored. Like I told you, he didn't deliberately score that goal, and for me, I think he was good.
What about the subs? Let's talk about the subs. Tierney, he came on.
Yeah.
Did he make it? I think he was all right. Didn't do anything rash. He didn't make any mistakes. I'll give him a 6. You?
Yeah.
What are you watching on the TV?
No. My girlfriend's in the background. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Can I say hello?
At the end, you can. Not on live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomiyasu, I'll give him a 5.
Tomiyasu standard 5.
Yeah.
Like it was a bit shaky, and like the game kind of changed.
And then
when
El Neni
came off. El Neni, nothing really. Didn't
5, and then Holding didn't really do anything, did he?
No, didn't do anything really. So not much.
Shall we rate the manager?
Yes.
Together or separately?
I'll go first.
Go on. Mikel Arteta. Go for it, mate. Let me stop.
8.
Shall I stop? 8.
8. What are you
Why is
going
that?
for? Okay.
Yeah.
I just think the reason why I wouldn't have given him a 10 because I just feel like
I wouldn't have given him a 10. No way.
it's just the performance, how we conceded. Yeah. Like, okay, people might say he's not on the pitch. I get that. But the trouble is, I just felt like when we conceded those 2 goals.
Colin's not having it. 5 out of 10.
What?
He's a big Arteta out, man. I love Colin.
Colin, are you on? Are you?
No, man. I'm going to give Arteta. I'm going to give him a 6. I think because he got panicky. I think
that's what I'm
6.5. He got panicky, guys. He wasn't like it was. He got. Yeah, I think that double change of the wing backs was not a smart move. I might have taken a Saka off or a Martinelli. I think that just threw us to take both wing backs off at the same time. I think that brought the impetus on. We were really lucky not to go 4-3, mate, because that offside was marginal. So I'll give him a 6.5.
The reason, you know what, I'll drop it down to 7 because the reason why I'll give him a 7 because I do think like what you just touched on was I think he was a bit shaky. If that third goal would have standed with the 6 minutes of added time, who knows Brighton could have actually scored.
Who knows Brighton? Newcastle, man. I was thinking
Newcastle all over again. And this would have been a different conversation, but we're so lucky. And this is why Anthony Taylor loves Arsenal. He loves Arsenal. He loves Arsenal. He was the referee in the FA Cup final against Chelsea one time. I think it was 2017 or 2020, one of the 2 finals, right?
He loves Arsenal. Mate, why? I thought he was shit.
No. Today he wasn't that great, but for me, he got away with the third goal.
Yeah.
Right?
But it was offside.
He loves it.
His whole leg was offside.
Yeah, it was definitely
offside. Yeah.
The referee, the referee could have easily given it.
Yeah. Right. I think, Luca, I'm going to let you go spend time with the missus.
I'm going to go now. I'm
feeling rather guilty now.
But can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Before I go, let's hand it over to Luca and tell me what's coming up on your channel, mate.
Yeah, so what's coming up on the channel? Apologies, people. I know you guys expect me to do a match reaction straight after the game and all that stuff. So yes, there's no match reaction today because I've jumped onto Arsenal Alex's channel.
Thanks,
I'm helping him.
You're very welcome.
No worries anytime. Me and you have to bring back the Luca Arsenal Alex show again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. We might do that where we go on each other's channel. I go on his, he comes on mine.
Yeah, so what's coming up on the channel, right, is starting from next Friday. Now we've upgraded the StreamYard link, £20 a month and a bit, right? So for me, what's coming up? What's coming up on the channel is starting from next Friday, right? Every Friday from 7 o'clock, we have got a top 6 show, right? Similar to what people like Turkish do. We've got a top 6 show.
Might make an appearance.
Coming on, right? Next Friday, 7 p.m. We've already got me and 5 people coming on the channel, right? Starting from next Friday, we've got that coming up. The next video coming up on the channel is Monday night. I'll have to schedule it some point tonight or tomorrow. I'll probably do it tomorrow because it's New Year's Eve. It gives me.
Why are you going on Monday? You mean Tuesday is your next one?
No, Monday, because Monday I've got to do the preview for Newcastle.
Oh, you have to?
Yeah, I'll do it in the evening.
I'm working all day Monday, mate. I can't.
I've got a week off. So but no, I don't work much. I don't need to. All right, Monday, preview for Newcastle. Tuesday, I've got the match reaction. Wednesday's Premier League predictions.
How have you got all this time, mate?
Thursday, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Have it off, maybe. Friday, the top 6 show starts.
Is that confirmed?
I need to schedule it first. I need to get the thumbnail and everything. So
if you haven't already done, go subscribe to Luca. That's an order. And if you can also have we got 20 likes yet, Luca?
Colin, have you subscribed to my channel? Because we're 1 away from 2.54.
No. I'm sure he has. We've got 16 likes. Can we get 4 more likes, please?
4 more likes, man. That'd be really good.
Can you, Luca, tell the audience to give me 4 more likes?
Guys, give Arsenal Alex 4 more likes. If True Guru can get 22 people watching, why can't Arsenal Alex not get it?
What?
He got 1K views.
Well, good for you, mate. Guys, go and subscribe,
man.
Yeah, you're doing absolutely brilliant, mate. How are you, mate? How are you feeling after the game? Hope you're well, mate.
I'm gonna bounce. So if you want to invite someone else on,
you had enough.
I'm coming. So and then
listen, it's an honor to have you on my channel.
Yeah.
And if you are watching this on playback, subscribe to Luca, smash the like button on. I'll do a couple more minutes and I'll let you go, mate. So Luca, thank you so much for coming on.
No worries for coming on.
And also Happy New Year to you and your girlfriend and all your family.
New Year, man.
We'll chat offline, yeah?
Yeah, man. Happy New Year, man.
Thank you so much.
Top of the league going into 2023.
Yeah, I'm going to go on for a few more minutes.
Catch my YouTube channel. Monday night, Newcastle preview. Going to contact a few Newcastle fans. I will recap a little bit.
I will be live. I probably will be live next after the Newcastle game, mate. I'm going to go live. I can't stream as much as you, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So I'm going to go, I'm going to bounce. Subscribe to Arsenal Alex. Colin, subscribe to me. Everyone, I'm out. Cheers, mate. See you in a bit.
Hey, take care, mate. Take care. So, yeah, I'm going to do a few more minutes, get you a few more questions, maybe a Q&A just for a few more minutes. I can go for about another 5 minutes. And then, just talk about your New Year's Eve, what you're up to. Bailey, Francis, I hope you're well. Hi, lads. You're right. Great of you. So Luca's had to bounce. I'm going to do a couple more minutes and I'm going to go because, it's New Year's Eve. And, put the link. It's Luca AFC. Luca's done it. Guys, if you are tuning late, what was your reaction to the game? How are you feeling and how are you spending New Year's Eve? Me, I'm just a quiet one with the family. It's pissing down with rain and it's absolutely windy and everything. So I should be after the if not the following day, and maybe some reaction videos, and then we've got what have we got? Yeah, we've got Oxford as well the following weekend. I'll be around for that. Give me some suggestions as well, what you would like me to talk about. That'd be absolutely brilliant. So thank you, Niall. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Bailey. True Gooner as well. Have we got 20 likes? That'd be absolutely brilliant. Can we get 20 likes? 60. Okay, guys, if you are watching us on playback, please do smash the like button. You are spending my New Year's watching. I am spending my New Year's watching Villa tomorrow. Lol. Okay. You're playing. Is it Tottenham Villa? Sorry, is it Tottenham Villa? But I think you know what? I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. So my cough, man, because I'm streaming, man. I'm going to go and take some more cough medicine, man. I went to work today and it's okay when I'm out, but I just can't shake. You're this cough. You're a Villa fan, but thank you, Bailey. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Are we going to beat Newcastle? Are we going to beat Manchester United? Are we going to are we going to beat Tottenham? Let me know. And if you are watching in playback, you can also donate to the channel. There is a thanks button. Click it and donate. And you know you can. And so for me, I'm just chilling with my family, and I want to wish you all an absolutely wonderful new year. Happy New Year to all of you. Yeah, I hope you do beat them. I hope you absolutely smash the hell out of them. And I'm going to say this now. If we beat Newcastle, Man United and Tottenham, we're going to win the league. Happy New Year, guys. And I'll see you in 2023. Ciao.